If you're using crutches to walk because you've had an injury, you need to make sure you're doing it the right way. Are you allowed to put any weight through your foot or not? What if you're only allowed to put a little bit through your foot? How do you walk in each of those situations? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do all of those things safely using crutches. I'm Dr. Sean, your PT guy, and our videos help you learn how to move better and stay independent so you can enjoy your life. Let's get started. Disclaimer! What you're going to do is you're going to make sure, as with always using crutches, make sure that your crutch is set to the right height. When you're setting your crutch to the right height, you want to make sure this pad is not cramming up into your armpit. It's not meant to, your armpits is not an armpit rest. If you put pressure down through here all the time and you lean on it, it's going to cram right up into your little nerves up here, and you could end up with nerve damage. You don't want to have any of that stuff. So they're meant to be placed alongside your ribs. So for this instance, I'm going to put it right here. I'm standing up tall, and you really want this pad to be about 2 finger widths from your armpit. So when you're standing nice and tall, mine's about there. It's about 2 finger widths, 2.5, maybe a pinky. So that's looking good. And then if you notice, when I drop my hand down, this handle is basically right at my wrist. So that when I grab the handle, I'm right there, and it's got a slight bend in my elbow. That's perfect. This is set to the right height for me. I've got my injury down here, and what we're gonna do is we're going to pretend that my right foot, the hurt one, is hurt, and I'm going to show you how to walk with these crutches. There's a couple different ways to do this. So assuming that we can put some weight through my hurt foot, what you're going to do is you're going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and your crutches are basically in line with your feet. Your feet are standing in between the 2 posts. What you're going to do first is you're going to put the crutches out here first in front of you, and then the right foot, or the hurt foot, is going to step right between the 2 crutches, right between them, okay? So it goes crutches, right foot, and then that's when you can bear the weight through your hands. I'm not cramming them up into my armpits. I'm squeezing them against my side, and I'm bearing the weight down here. And then I'm bringing my left leg, or the good leg, through, okay? So it goes crutches, hurt leg between the posts, bring the other leg through, all right? And on a turn, it's the same thing. You're just kind of doing one of these guys, all right? So it goes crutches, hurt foot, put the weight through your arms, left foot. Crutches, hurt foot, arms, good foot, okay? So that's how you walk with crutches if you can put some weight through your leg. Now, what if you can't put any weight through your leg? What do you do then? What's the safest way? Let's do that next. So what happens if you can't put any weight at all through that hurt leg? Maybe you broke your ankle, like I did when I decided to kick a soccer ball on rollerblades. Not smart. Or maybe you hurt your meniscus, or you have some injury in your knee. Either way, you're not allowed to put any weight through that leg for some time. Well, you still need to move around, and you're using crutches. If you're using crutches to get from point A to point B and you can't put weight through that leg, this is how you can do that a little bit safer. So you're going to have your crutches at your side, okay, when you're standing up. Now, this is an important aspect that you need to know about too. You're going to get pretty fatigued when you're not allowed to put any weight through that one leg because you're standing on one leg. That leg's going to get tired. Your arms are going to get tired. You need to make sure that your other leg doesn't get too tired by keeping your leg straight out. Now, if you have a knee injury and you have to have your knee in extension or straight the whole time, and you have to have that so you can't actually bend your knee, you have to keep it straight, then if you hold it out like this, you're going to get a lot of hip pain going on when you're trying to maneuver, and it's going to throw off your balance because it's way far away from your center of gravity. So if you have a knee immobilizer or some kind of a brace that's keeping your knee straight, just wear a shoe on your left side and take your other shoe off on the right side. When you do that, look, I don't have to be concerned about tripping on that leg at all. So I just keep my toes up and I'm right there. So you can start just by going crutches, and then you're going to hop to the points of the crutches, not too far forward past the crutches, because then it's going to throw your balance backwards. So it goes like this. You go, then you push your weight through your arms, and then left leg, or the good leg, okay? Crutches, arms straight down, good leg, okay? Crutches, arms straight down, bear the weight, good leg, okay? Turning, same thing, all right? If you don't have that issue and you can bend the knee, it's going to be way easier. And instead of holding your leg out again, because it's going to put a lot of pressure on your hip, do the flamingo. Okay, this is Florida, at least down here. This is what I teach people all the time with broken ankles and all sorts of ankle reconstructions and everything else. And they need to get from point A to point B using crutches. We're going to use this technique with the flamingo stance. Notice on the side, I look kind of like a flamingo here, okay? I've got that leg kicked out, and what that does is it helps your hip kind of get a little bit of relief. Because if you're holding it straight out like this the whole time, that's a lot of leverage being placed on your hip. That hurts. That doesn't feel good. So if you kind of keep your foot bent a little bit, your knee bent, it's going to feel so much better on your hip, and you're going to not tire out, which is important because you only have one leg to work with. So again, you're going to go like this, crutches down, left leg or strong leg. Crutches, boom. Crutches, boom. Crutches, boom. Crutches, boom. Crutches, boom. Now, what happens if you need to actually go to sit down in the chair? Well, what you do is you come on over, okay? And then from here, you back up so that your good leg touches the chair, and then you need to take the crutches out and put them in one hand. Now, I generally speaking like to keep my crutches or both the crutches on the hurt side. I'm going to put them together like this, and I'm going to grab like this. Okay, that's basically kind of making my other leg. And then my other hand, I reach back for the armrest, and then I sit down like that. When you get up, it's going to be the same thing. You take your crutches off of the floor or from the wall, you put them down like this, you grab like this, you have one hand here, you stand up, your leg didn't touch the ground, and then from here, this is the tricky part about crutches, hold on to one, take the other guy, and bring him out, and then you're on your way, okay? So that's a way to walk around safely using the crutches if you can't bear any weight at all through that foot. So whether you can put no weight through that leg or even just a little bit of weight through that leg, either way, now you know how to walk safely using crutches and not end up falling. Speaking of falling, if you want more tips and training on how I teach people to prevent falls, you can find that in the link in the description below. And if you want more videos just like this one to help you learn how to move better and stay independent to enjoy your life, click the subscribe button down below, and we'll see you in the next video.